how this is just mind-boggling because this is the first time somebody's died, like probably the closest to me.
Tonight on DC News Now at 5, a woman is killed in her home in Northern Virginia, and police have arrested her husband. What neighbors are saying about the violence.
First, listen to the people before you try to push through something that could potentially harm or hurt the people.
The debate over driverless cars in the district. Will council members give the initiative the green light?
And we've actually had a comfortable day out there with humidity levels at their lowest point in a while, but when will it start to feel rather muggy again? We'll have your full forecast in just a bit.
We are now 2 years out from the Summer Olympics, a preview of the games in Los Angeles.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 5. I'm Susan Tran. An overnight tragedy in Northern Virginia. Investigators say a man killed his wife in their Fairfax County home. We have our DC News Now's Liberty Simmons joining us live from the Fair Oaks neighborhood. And Liberty, what are you learning about the couple?
Well, Susan, police have confirmed the names of the couple as Chissen and Leland Jamison. Now, neighbors in this area say they lived at this home behind me for years, but they say the couple mainly kept to themselves.
Oh my God, it's so incredible. It's a neighborhood tragedy. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that.
Neighbors along Washington Bryce Road shocked and heartbroken after a deadly domestic shooting at this couple's home. Officers responded to the home at around 10:30 Sunday night. They found a woman dead inside, suffering from gunshot wounds.
I can't even begin to fathom like how this is just mind-boggling because this is the first time somebody's died, like probably the closest to me. I didn't hear anything, so I don't know how this happened, why this happened, but this is just like a terrifying incident.
Police confirmed the victim as 60-year-old Chissen Jamison. They took her husband, 64-year-old Leland Jamison, into custody. He faces charges including second-degree murder and use of a firearm in the commission of a felony.
They all probably shocked as, me, so hopefully the family can recover.
And the investigation is ongoing. Anyone with information is urged to contact Fairfax County Police. For now, live here in Fair Oaks, Virginia, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
Liberty, thank you so much for that update. And Capitol Police have arrested a man they say showed up outside the Capitol with a gun this morning. Investigators taking the man into custody at the North Barricade, where weapons are prohibited. Investigators are now looking to determine why he was at the Capitol. The North Barricade remains closed as the investigation continues. Let's take a live look at the White House right now. President Trump is expected to speak to the country on Thursday. He did not mention the topic he'll be addressing, but given the timing, it is likely having to do somewhat with the war in Iran. The speech is set for Thursday night at 9, and we will be sure to bring you the very latest on air and online at dcnewsnow.com. Maryland police shooting and killing a man last night in Montgomery County. Investigators say a county and Gaithersburg police were responding to the report of a man loading a gun at the bus stop there at the Montgomery Village Plaza. They say that when officers approach, they tried de-escalating techniques, but they say the man took actions which caused the officers to fire. He died there at the scene, and police say they have recovered a handgun.
Do want to acknowledge that this is a traumatic event for officers, for the community, and for everybody else in general. We want to extend our deepest sympathies to the family involved.
As part of protocol, Maryland's Attorney General will be investigating this deadly shooting. Investigators in the district are looking for the suspect who shot a man in Southeast on this Sunday night. First responders found him on V Street and rushed him to the hospital. This is the 6th shooting in the district within a 72 period. All right, we have our meteorologist, Damon Matson, and pretty nice out there for a Monday. I'm just kind of looking ahead, and it looks a little bit hotter and more humid coming in.
It is. All the more reason I guess we got to soak this up. Wasn't it a difference this weekend when that humidity finally let up?
It was absolutely stunning.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it was a great time out there. And we still have more of the same to enjoy this evening before we dive back in with more of that heat and humidity. Check it out, folks. Those temperatures not bad by mid-July standards. Again, to give some context, our average high is 90 this time of year. This is the hottest time of the year in the district, of course. So the fact that we're only in the mid-80s, well, that is pretty nice indeed, especially when you don't have that mugginess factor in the mix as well. So we're keeping these very nice temperatures going and that lower humidity as well. A lot of sunshine to enjoy as we wrap up this Monday. So if you haven't been out and about yet, you weren't able to enjoy some of the more comfortable air yesterday either, yeah, you still got some time. It's going to slowly but surely cool off back down through the 80s as we head through the 8 o'clock hour. We will continue to see more and more clear sky, and that humidity will remain in check at least up until Tuesday morning. But then, well, the all too familiar heat risk comes back into play by the time we hit the middle of the week, as those air temperatures will spike, the humidity will slowly build once again. Now, we saw the most extreme category with the heat risk back on the 4th of July. We're not dealing with that this go around, but still, when you get that heat risk up to that level 3 major category, you know it's not going to be pleasant. So we'll talk about just how high our temperatures will get and what that heat index will look like by Wednesday, coming up in your full forecast here in just a little bit.
All right, we will be waiting those details, Damon. Thank you. We could be getting closer to riding in a car without a driver. It's a hotly debated topic at the D.C. Council, with leaders from robotic ride shares, including Waymo, Uber, Lyft, and Tesla, pushing for the change, while current rideshare drivers are challenging this type of technology. D.C. News Now's Randy Bass joining us live outside of the Wilson Building. And Randy, how close are we looking at this becoming reality here?
Yeah, Susan, today was certainly a significant step forward in bringing those driverless taxis here to the district. More than 80 people signed up to testify today. This is expected to be a very long hearing. It started before 10 o'clock this morning, and it's still going into the evening this afternoon. Some people here in favor of those autonomous vehicles, excited to see them on city streets, while others aren't quite sure, not on board with the legislation yet, even protesting outside of the hearing before it started today. Autonomous rides, or pickups with no driver behind the wheel, are already happening in other big cities and states across the country. Representatives from leaders in the autonomous vehicle and rideshare space, like Waymo, Lyft, Uber, and Tesla, all testifying in front of D.C. council members today, hoping D.C. is the next big market they can break into. Matt Walsh works in local policy with Waymo. The autonomous rideshare company has been testing and mapping here in D.C. for almost 2 years.
I'm feeling very optimistic. This is the first really robust conversation that we've had on this topic in 2 years.
Responding to concerns about safety, pricing, and the shift to autonomous rides, taking away jobs and work from already operating Uber, Lyft, and delivery drivers.
With any technological shift, like the one we're talking about today, or any one we've seen over the last 20 or 30 years, job loss, it has been a concern and continues to be a concern. The reality is there is going to be tremendous career development and career opportunity with the expansion of the AV industry. We have seen reports that over the next 10 to 15 years, we are looking at the potential creation of more than 100,000 jobs.
Some local drivers and union members have concerns.
My initial reaction is one that concerns me from the aspect of both livelihood as far as taking care of my family, and also an aspect of safety. Listen to the people before you try to push through something that could potentially harm or hurt the people.
Now, if this bill eventually passes, it will first be allowed, those autonomous rideshare services will first be allowed to operate here only in the district, though, within the D.C. borders and boundaries. It won't necessarily be able to operate in Virginia and Maryland. Legislation there needs to move through the local process. There were discussions today about needing a regional approach for this to really take shape here in the DMV. In Northwest, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Yeah, that is understandable, Randy, considering the DMV as a whole is what we're all used to. All right, Randy Bass reporting live for us outside the Wilson Building. The artist group behind several political parody statues targeting President Trump returning with a giant gold trophy there on the National Mall. The secret handshake placing the 10-foot-tall display at the corner of Independence and West Basin Avenues Southwest. They mockingly write, "We hereby award President Donald J. Trump this participation trophy for his enthusiastic involvement in the Iran war," and encourages people to leave their own medals and awards for the president. The White House responding in part, quote, "These untalented artists should stick to their ugly art and refrain from weighing in on foreign policy." Leaders in Virginia are offering families a new program to switch over to solar energy. Governor Abigail Spanberger says the initiative would help home and business owners install solar technology at a 23% discount, and that would lead to an average $2,200 in savings a year. This started as a pilot program that the governor is now expanding, and we have more information on our website, dcnewsnow.com. Just search Virginia Solar.